What if the thing you worry about most is only a tiny dot on the vast page of your life? What if you've been staring at one problem for so long that you've become blind to the blessings surrounding you? And what if, by simply shifting your focus, you could suddenly see that life has always been more generous than you ever thought? This is the story of a wise teacher, his students, and a single black dot that revealed a hidden truth about perspective. After this, you will never lose focus again. Life doesn't always go as planned. We try, we stumble, and we fall. And often, instead of seeing the whole picture, we fix our eyes on that one mistake. We tell ourselves, if only I could fix this one thing, everything would be better. We obsess over it, we stress about it, we replay it endlessly in our minds. But life is not just one problem. Life is a vast open canvas, just waiting for us to notice its space. Yet, too often, all we see is the dot. In a quiet little town lived a teacher named Mark, admired for his unusual lessons. He didn't just give answers, he gave experiences that forced his students to think. One bright morning, Mark entered the classroom holding a single large sheet of paper, and nothing else. The students, used to his surprises, sat up a little straighter. Their curiosity sparked. In the very center of the blank paper was a small, black dot. Mark lifted it high for everyone to see and asked a simple question. "Tell me, what do you see?" The students leaned forward, examining the paper. "I see a black dot," one said immediately. "Yes, it's tiny, but it's clear," another added, nodding. "That dot is the only thing on the page," a third insisted confidently. Soon, a chorus of agreement filled the room. Their voices overlapped, all saying the same thing. "It's a dot, a dot, a dot." Mark listened patiently, a faint smile playing on his lips. He let them finish. Then, still smiling, he said, "Very good, now answer the question written on this paper." The classroom fell silent. "What question?" one girl asked, frowning in confusion. "There's no question here," another student argued, sounding frustrated. Some of them leaned in closer, almost pressing their faces to the page, searching for some hidden text. Others began whispering to each other. Maybe it's a trick. But no matter how long they stared, all they could see was that black dot. The more they focused on it, the more confused they became. They searched for meaning inside the dot, never once looking at the vast space that surrounded it. Mark walked slowly between their desks, listening to their mutters, watching their frustration grow. His eyes were soft with understanding, but his smile remained. Finally, he stopped at the front of the room and lifted the page again. "You are all correct," he said gently. "There is a black dot. But tell me, why did none of you mention the white space? This paper is almost entirely white, yet not a single person noticed it. You all went straight to the dot." The classroom fell into a heavy, profound silence. The truth of his words hit them like a quiet thunder. "This," Mark continued, his voice calm but powerful, "is exactly how life works. The dot is less. It might be a failure, a fear, or a difficult challenge. But it is only a tiny part of the page. Look around it. The rest of the paper is white, vast, pure, and waiting. That white space represents your opportunities, your blessings, your relationships, your potential. But most people never see it. They lock their eyes on the dot and miss the entire page." He let his words sink in. Then he walked to the board and placed the sheet gently against it. "Life," he said, "gives each of you a wide page to fill with your ideas, your work, your dreams. But if you only stare at one problem, one small failure, you'll never see the rest. You'll live as if your entire life is just that dot when in truth, it is the page." The room was completely still. The students lowered their eyes, each one lost in their own thoughts. One boy remembered the test he had failed, how he had obsessed over that single grade while forgetting the dozens of times he had succeeded. A girl thought of the harsh words of a friend, how she let one argument blind her to the love and support that still surrounded her. Others recalled their fears, mistakes, and worries, all of them, small dots they had allowed to dominate the entire canvas of their lives. Slowly, they began to understand the depth of the lesson. Mark looked around the room, his voice now firm but kind. "Do not let a single dot consume your entire vision. The black mark matters, yes. But it is not everything. The world is full of white space. Blessings surround you. Opportunities are waiting for you. Life is far larger than the one thing you can't stop thinking about. See the bigger picture. Focus on the page, not just the dot." The students breathed out a collective sigh, as if they had been carrying a heavy weight without even realizing it. The lesson was simple, yet incredibly powerful. And so, the story of the black dot spread far beyond that classroom. Parents told it to their children. Leaders repeated it in their meetings. People carried it in their hearts. Because all of us have dots in our lives, problems, mistakes, regrets, but none of them define the whole page. Life is vast. Life is generous. But you can only see it if you open your eyes wide enough. Sometimes, we give our entire attention to one small problem and forget the ocean of blessings that fills the rest of our lives. So, don't let the dot blind you. Look beyond it. Embrace the white space. See the bigger picture. That is where your growth begins. That is where happiness hides, and that is where your future truly lives. If this story touched your heart, please share it with someone who needs to hear this message today. And if you'd like more stories that awaken the wisdom and strength within you, subscribe and hit the notification bell, because sometimes, one story is enough to shift your focus and change your life forever. Thank you for watching.